Hello everybody, Angie here, coming on to do a little make with you guys. I try to keep a little up on my scraps. That is one of my goals this year, is to not have 2 and 3 bins of just scraps. So as they accumulate, I try to stop and use them up as I go along. So the last couple days, that's what I've been doing. And today's project is, I thought I'd just make some small little clusters. And here's what I made off camera. And of course, I get to doing a project and then I say, turn the camera on, Angie. So they're just little paper clusters, just using bits and pieces, using your scraps. On a couple of them, I threw on some embellishments. Like this one, I just did some little diamond blings. On this one, I used a flat back enamel piece there, and that was a DIY, not the ones that you buy, ones that I did myself. This one here, a couple here, I just threw a little bit of twine and a small button on those ones, and they're just literally just scraps, just putting together little scraps. So I thought we could make some together. Maybe you guys have lost your mojo, you don't know what to do, you need an idea of something to make. Just easy pastime, no thinking, no difficulty whatsoever. I mean, if we can go negative with the number, this is a below zero difficulty level of making stuff. And like I said, this one's kind of big, so we can just start out with that, and I'm just tearing them. So like maybe we could start with that piece and just putting pieces together, just whatever you're liking, whatever you're feeling. And I just kind of play with them, and no rhyme or reason here. You don't really even need the scissors. You can just tear your pieces, but this one's got 2 on here, so I'm going to separate these and just go for it. You know, have a little color, like that's a good size. That's what a 2 1/4 by a 2 1/4 inch square. We can start with that. That's a good size. And I like the color too. Let's see. Got a tag here that's kind of large. Maybe we could bring in a piece of that. I've got some burlap paper here. We can cut that, bring in a piece of this. Just playing. Just putting papers down and gluing it. And making it as big as you want. Now see, these ones I'm keeping relatively small, but if you want to make bigger clusters, if you have bigger pieces, go for it. And just whatever tickles your fancy. Just use up those scraps. And I'm always happy when I'm able to use up some scraps. And I'm sure you guys are, for the most part, feel the same way. And I kind of like that because this color palette goes together. Like, see that and then the little bit of the color on that paper there, and then this ticket kind of along the same line. And then of course, on the top, have yourself a focal point, whatever you want that to be. Here's one where maybe there's the show and there's the ticket for that show right there, advertising that. And I like to angle things. Maybe something like that. I like that. Okay. And, anywhere from 3 to 7 pieces. Really just depends on, build up your layers, however many you want. And just put them together. So I'm going to start there, kind of offset that. Then we'll put this down. And a lot of time on my clusters, I do like to bring in little pieces of fabric or cheesecloth, but I'm just working with papers this time. So I will stick to that. And these down. And this one, because it's got a little bit of a elevation, a little bit of, I'm going to bring in a small piece of foam tape to the back of that. So I'll just put that down right there. Yeah, that's better. So it's not flapping, and it looks a little dimensional. I like that. If you want to bring in ink, whatever you want to do. What is that? 1, 2, 3. I got 5 pieces there so far. And you just keep going until you feel it looks good to you. Got some buttons here. Maybe we'll put a button or something. Let's see. Just got a little bit of that reddy mauve color. That one looks better, huh? Maybe that. Okay. Got some thread here. And you can glue and tie that, or just tie it, whatever you want to do. I'll just tie it down, tie it in a bow. This one I think I'm just going to do a knot. Just knot it off and clip it. Okay. I feel like it needs a little something else. What do you think? Let's see what I got here. And I've got some corrugated paper for a little texture also. We need some of that in the background. Okay, well that's good. Well, maybe that just needs to be torn, huh? Maybe that straight edge, that's what's doing it. Let's tear that. I think that's what's taking my eye off. Now we'll throw a little ink on there now that we've torn the edges. Tear this side. Just have some fun. Okay, that'll work. All right, here's one. Let's start with that. Okay, here's some strip with some numbers. I like that. We could bring that in. Maybe a piece of doily. You know what? We're not going to think about this too hard. We're just going to stick as we go. First I was going to try and position it and then come back and stick, but you know what? We're just going to stick and go. We're just going to have some easy play with clusters. That's it. Just simple. Can't go wrong with a paper cluster. Let me bring a little ink in to the edges here. Real quick before that glue dries. Okay. And then we need a focal point. And I don't have that much. Let's see. In front of me. I just kind of grabbed the scraps that I have piled up in my corner. That's really all I did. And I have been doing really good about keeping them down to a minimum, but once they start getting little small bits like this, that's when it starts to bother me. So I feel like, gotta do something. Okay, let's see. I need to find a focal point for this one. I'm not sure if I like that. Got a little girl. She's kind of big for that. Cluster's kind of small. She'd kind of look good on that paper with that black background. A little label there. Those are my washi stickers. Let me see what else I've got here for a small focal point. Maybe a stamp. Might be nice. Floral stamp, I don't know. That might look cute. Here's some cute vintage ones they've got. That was a Happy Mail to me. That brings in some nice color. How about that? Let's do that. Let's bring it up this way. Let's just put that right in the middle. Okay, we're gonna call that one done. We're keeping it easy today, guys. Okay, let's use this. There's a couple good sized pieces. Made the different colors here. Let's throw those together. Okay, that's our base. What else do we got here? We got more of these little, whole bunch of those. That could be a base. That could be a base. Trying to get the bigger ones. Okay. I don't know if I like that. Let's see here. Need something with a little color. Let's put that there. Okay. We just got to build and build, guys. That's all we got to do. Okay. bright orange. I kind of like how I did this piece where I cut out a corner like a corner piece. Let's do that again. I like that. Let me cut this piece straight. And then I'll cut a and I just kind of cut an L shape, so to speak, just like that. And it's a little wider on this side, so let me cut that down some. Okay. I like working with this burlap paper or corrugated paper. It just adds so much texture. I think it just looks really nice, whether it be on a cluster or a page, a tag, whatever you choose to put it on. I just really like working with that. Okay, so I like that. I feel like we need a little more dimension. And I'm kind of working on two as we go. I'm just getting pieces and kind of sticking them as I see them as we go here. Okay, let's see now. Maybe that one there, or maybe against the white. Kind of like it there better. These are all cute pieces, but they're almost a little bit too small. See what I've got for labels here. I can bring a label in. Or a word label even. I want to see the layers, so I don't want to, something like that. That looks good. I like that. Let's go with that. Trim off this white bit. A little ink. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, back to this one. I kind of feel like we need a light, something light behind there. Even if it's just a small piece. Something like that. I think that'll work. Okay, let's do that. Today is scrap day. I love it. Oh, this one's got a little bit of texture too on it. Not that we'll be able to see it because I'm covering this little piece up, but this is more for a shadow effect on that piece. Okay, let's see what we got for bling here. Or we could put in a button also. We've got these enamel dots. Let's see. I feel more like the earth tones would be more appropriate. So I'm just kind of digging. And some of them are kind of large. That one's kind of wonky. That one's kind of big. I think I like that one. Okay, hold that down for a second. Let's bring a little ink to this one. Okay, I think that's good. All right, let's do this, finish up this one, okay? We've got that label there. Got another piece of doily. Oh, I got some green doily here also. Maybe bring in a little green doily. Let's see how that looks. We could do both. Okay. And something for a focal point again. That doesn't look too bad. Let's see what else. This little sticker here that says family, that'll go with. How about that? I like it. Let's do that. All right. Let's put these down. Just putting them down. And this little girl here, she's from a acrylic stamp that I have. And she just got fuzzy cut out. Very cute. Slide that over like that. And let's bring in, let me see if I have a green. Not the same shade. Oh, that's pretty. It's kind of a pearly one. Yeah, let's put that. Why not? Okay. A little ink. to the outer edges, make it look finished. All right, done. A cluster is a cluster is a cluster. All right, so that one. Maybe we can leave the both of these together. Let's see. Got a few of them that are duos. Let's see. Got this other piece of doily. And we're just going to start right there, get a base down. Make sure I don't stick it to my desk. Okay. And what can we layer on the top here? Another doily piece. I've almost used a little bit of scraps that I have here that I grabbed. Anyway. Just sticking it down, guys. Not gonna think about it too much, just put it down. Get some layers. Get papers going in different directions. I don't think that blue would look too good there, not with the green. Let's see what we got here. We've got a gray ticket. I don't think that would look too good. But I think we could get away with doing something like that. And I've got some crocheted trim here. That would go with the doilies. Let's do that. I think I want it up here. I kind of want to tear that. Let's see. Okay. Bring in some ink. Just doesn't look finished until we bring in a little ink around the edges. Give it that vintage feel. Okay. Let's see what else I've got for here. Do we want a button or do we want some little teeny ones? I'm not in the mood to do all that sewing at the moment. Let's see. I think that white one looks good. Let's see, where do we want it? On this side? Yeah. And we'll do a crisscross stitch. Go through a couple times on each, and then crisscross to the other side. And do 2 on that side, or should I say in that direction. Very nice. Okay, and tie it off. Okay, another cluster. All right, let's do one more, because my pieces now are kind of a lot of the same thing, unless I want to dig out more scraps, and that's not my intention. My intention is just to use up as I go. So I've got a blue. I'd like to use that blue ticket. That's nice. Maybe against the black. There's some blue print on this little piece. Maybe we can throw that in there, along with a piece of coffee dyed paper. Trying to keep them relatively small, not too big. I don't want to, because I like the smaller ones. Then you can kind of fit them anywhere on a page. When they're a little bit larger, they almost take, you know, their own space. They almost need their own space for a page. Where if you have a smaller cluster, you may have the page already designed and laid out. And all it needs is just a small cluster, and you can kind of just fit it in wherever you want, I think. So I do like to have some small ones. Big ones are good too. Just kind of depends on the project. Just kind of go there. All right, now we need maybe a piece of crochet trim. Ooh, I cut that just the right size. How about that? Okay. For some reason I want to kind of use her just because she's adorable. Let's just put her down. Okay. Yeah, let's do some ink, see where we're at. Okay. Okay. And maybe a small little diamond, flat back diamond for her bow in her hair. What do you think about that? Maybe just a little one right there. Or we can bring a few in down here. Trying to find some all the same size because there are multiple sizes here. And let's see. I think this one's smaller. Let's put the smallest one in her hair. I think that might be smaller. I don't know. Can't tell. Maybe not. These ones are too big, I think. Let's do one more because I like odd numbers here. One more small one. Okay. Are all those the same size? I guess they are. They look different size. From the angle that I'm looking at it, they look like they're different sizes, but I guess they're the same. Okay. It's not too bad. All right. Well, that gives us a few of them. I like those. Close up my glue. And I'm down on my scraps, so I'm very pleased about that. Okay, so let's bring in and see what we've got. Just clean the area a bit for you guys. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's not too bad. All from scraps, guys. Got some color, we've got some dimension, we've got a little glitter, we've got some shine, we've got some little bling on some of them. Very nice. All right. Well, I hope you liked the project today, guys. So hope it inspired you to pull out some, reduce those scraps a little bit and just make you some clusters and just have some mindless, relaxing, enjoyable crafting. Okay? So that's my project for today, guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Until the next video, take care and God bless. Bye-bye.